Hey everyone, so I have another first impression swatch video for you. I know that I have thrown, this is the third one that I've thrown your way. I threw out the Kat Von D, the Urban Decay Vice 2, and now this one. Well, that is because I am an eyeshadow junkie. It is my weakness. I definitely go in phases. I'll go in a lipstick phase and then in a blush phase. But if I had to pick one area that was just my kryptonite, it's definitely eyeshadow. So this time of year, there's a lot of holiday limited edition palettes that are coming out, and I just want to have them. Do I need them? Absolutely not. But you know what? I want them. They are just beautiful. And so here we are with another first impression and swatch video. So I'm going to throw some facts out your way. That way you have hopefully a well enough informed decision whether you need to jump in and get this palette and own it along with me and others, or if you're just nah, not for me. I think the first thing that I want to address is people are so confused. Is this an online only? Is this in store and online? Okay, I don't have the 100% answer for that, but here was my experience. So about 2.5 weeks ago, I called my store and they said, no, we don't have it in. Check back next Wednesday, which was last Wednesday. So I called in last Wednesday, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, and a different lady I spoke with said, let me check if we have it, put me on hold, and then she came back and told me it's an online only item. So is it in store? Is it going to be in store? Is it only online? I have no idea. I didn't even want to find out. But what you can do is you can always, anytime that your Sephora isn't in stock, or if you want to place an online order, call your Sephora store and ask them for a free shipping code to place an order online, because that's what I did. No questions asked, nothing like that. So just a little FYI insider trick tip in case you ever want to place an online order but you don't want to spend $50. So now that I've addressed that, let me go ahead and read some information from the Sephora website. This is called the Mercier Artist Palette for Eyes. It is limited edition and it has 12 eyeshadows. So far there's only 12 reviews and it's just a little shy of 5 stars. So far everybody's really liking this. I don't think there's any other information that you need to know other than, of course, the most important thing, right? The price. The price is $48 and you do get 12 eyeshadows. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packet. I have not even opened this up yet. So this is truly same thing with the Urban Decay Vice 2. I had not even played with that yet. I strictly opened it up in front of you guys. So this is just the box that it comes in, which it's gonna get tossed anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Nothing in the box. And it has this kind of rich chocolate brown textured, it does have a little bit of cushion on the top. So that's what the actual palette looks like. It is magnetic and it opens up and there is a full-size mirror. So what I did is I just put the box in front of the mirror so that you don't have a reflection and you guys aren't getting distracted. But what this palette is it's 12 eyeshadows, and the colors on the top row are all cool colors. They're cool toned and they range from left to right, from lightest to dark. So then your bottom row is your warm toned eyeshadows, and again it goes from light to dark, going from left to right. So this is what it looks like here. I'm hoping that you guys can get a good representation of what that looks like. I really like how this is separated between the cool tones and the warm tones. I also like that the shades go light to dark. It's just a personal thing. Would it matter if they were all separated? Absolutely not, because again, I'm an eyeshadow junkie, but it's just the little details that I can really appreciate. So there are 4 shades that were included in the original Laura Mercier Artist Palette that released last year. So they're African Violet, which is this plum with gold shimmer. Then you have Plum Smoke, which is kind of like a grayish purple. Vanilla Nuts, which is just a cream bone color, and then Guava, which is kind of like a peachy color right here. So these 3 and this one were in last year's palette. I wish I could fold this all the way back. So looking at this palette, there are 2 matte shades on the top row, which are these 2 right here. That is Plum Smoke, which is that grayish purple, and then this plum right here, which is Violet Ink. So those are your 2 mattes on the top row. Then the rest of the shades, like Sparkling Dew, Guava, and Cure Royal, those just have a shimmer sheen to them. They're not super glittery. And then African Violet is the plum with the really gold, very obvious gold running through it. So then from the bottom row right here, you have 4 shades that are matte. So you have Vanilla Nuts, which is again that kind of cream bone color, Fresco, which is a very soft brown. I'll bring it in closer in a little bit. Truffle, which is a richer brown, and then Espresso Bean, which is a brown leaning black. So 4 shades on the bottom row that are matte and 2 on the top that are matte. So you get 6 mattes and 6 shimmers. So very, very nice, evenly divided, which I really like that. So let's go ahead and go through the swatches. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my hand with a primer because again, as I said in my Urban Decay Vice 2 review, that is the way I would wear any eyeshadow, with primer and not without. So that's how I'm gonna prep my hand, and I will be right back. The way that I'm going to swatch this is I'm gonna show you the first 3 in the first row and then the last 3 in the row, and then you can see all the swatches together. I don't know if that made any sense to you, but in my mind it does. The first shade that I am swatching is Sparkling Dew, and that is a very light pink with a sheen to it. So this is Sparkling Dew right there. The next one is Guava, which is that one right there, and it's a very soft, it looks like peach with a sheen or shimmer. And then the third one is African Violet, and then that one is the plum with gold running through it. So these feel very, very, very soft, which is really nice. Okay, so these are the first 3. This one is Sparkling Dew. This one is Guava, which I guess is more of a peachy pink. And then there is African Violet. The next 3 are Plum Smoke, which is that matte grayish purple, Kir Royale, which is almost like a burgundy purple, and that one does have a sheen, and then the last one is Violet Ink, which is a matte, I can't see, a matte plum. I feel like I need like a viewfinder on both ends. That would be really helpful. Okay, so let's go ahead and swatch these. Plum Smoke, there's your matte. Beautiful grayish purple, that's really pretty. Kir Royal, and then Violet Ink. So these 2 right here are your mattes. So there they are. Okay, so the Violet Ink did swatch a little bit patchy for the first time, but other than that, they are very, very pigmented. So these were the first 3. Let me go ahead and repeat those colors. This one was the Sparkling Dew, Guava, African Violet, Plum Smoke, Kir Royale, and Violet Ink. Moving on to the second row, which is the warmer tones. Again, we have Vanilla Nuts, Primrose, and Fresco. So these are the first 3 that we're swatching. Okay, so here are the 3. This one again is Vanilla Nuts. That is Primrose. Primrose, I would say, is a very soft, kind of like a pink champagne. And then there is Fresco, which is that very soft brown. So there they are, very pigmented, as you can see. And these will all be with just one swatch. So I'm not going over them twice. I'm just swatching them with my finger and then going straight to my hand. I'm not reapplying. So here are the next 3. This one is Bamboo. And that is a, I don't know, kind of like a light golden taupe maybe. And then Truffle, which is kind of like this reddish brown. And then Espresso Bean, which is that very deep brown, almost black. All right, so here they are again on my hand. We have Vanilla Nuts, Primrose, Fresco, Bamboo, Truffle, and Espresso Bean. Okay, so some quick final thoughts. I am again very happy with this palette. I know that I said that for the Kat Von D and the Urban Decay Vice 2, but honestly, I don't order something that I'm kind of like iffy on. I just don't do that. If I'm kind of half and half, I just don't even bother. But if I think I'm gonna like it, then I definitely order it or buy it, and then I just cross my fingers and hope that it's just that I like it as much as I originally thought I did when I purchased it. I would say that this palette is more for the everyday look, for the neutral girl, because even though you do have some shades of plum, they're not crazy purples, they're not crazy metallics, they're very, very wearable. So I would say if you are, again, more of a neutral girl, this would be a great, great palette for you, because if you wanted to change it up and just start diving into color just a little bit, then you have those plums right here on the first row, those cool toned plums that are, again, just very, very wearable. You can just do it in the outer V a little bit, bottom lash line. So Great colors. I am very pleased with this. I do plan on filming some looks with the Kat Von D Spellbinding palette, the Urban Decay Vice 2, and now this Laura Mercier Artist Palette for eyes, but only one thing at a time. That's all I can do. So I will definitely have some videos coming up on that. So that will do it for me. As always, I hope that you found this video helpful. If you have this palette, let me know what you think of it, or if you're lusting after it, or any other palettes that may be new that you either want or that you have and that you're loving, because there's so many, again, limited edition and holiday palettes out right now. So thanks so much for watching. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you for sticking around, to all my loyal subscribers. I just appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you're having a great day wherever you are, and I will see you in the very next video. Bye.